Okay,
So
she took out the loan of $12,000
yeah, so that
and paid $1,500 of that to pay off that
for
credit
one of the cards, correct?
for one of the cards. And what was your credit card expense, Ms. Mejia?
So my credit card expensive is, I believe it's like 4,000, but
4,000. Okay, so significantly more than his, would you say? Would you admit that?
yes, but I gave him more. I gave him 3,500 that I direct deposited to his account, and then I set aside 3,000 for our son. We didn't have enough for rent, so I paid the rent completely.
So you're saying that $12,000 was divvied up equally between the two of you?
Yes, and all of our debt, yes.
Okay, pretty accurate?
From my knowledge, yeah.
Okay, and you two were together at that time, obviously, in 2022. And when did you break apart? When did you leave?
The year of 2023, we broke up. We separated.
What, by the way, what's the name of your son?
Javier.
Javier.
Yeah.
And where does Javier live today?
We live with his mom.
And you support him with the
I do.
regular payments?
Yes.
Okay. Are you trying to say that you will gladly support your son, but you just don't want to continue to support Ms. Mejia because you're not together?
Yes, correct.
Okay. But you do acknowledge that the money that was taken, that was in the loan, went equally to the two of you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm going to open this up.
Just so you know, child support, she's raising your son, right? I know you're contributing to raising him, both in person and in money, but I know a lot of people feel like because the check gets written to the other parent, they're really kind of paying for them. That's usually not the case, right? Sometimes it can be. Sometimes people can use child support for the wrong reason. I'm sure it's happened before, but children are very expensive.
I know.
So I don't want you to feel like that money is going. I don't have any reason to believe that she's one of the, I assume, few people who's misusing child support.
Yeah,
Probably
no,
going, good, okay, good. No, that's important. All right, I want to ask you, Ms. Mejia, about one thing you gave us, which is Plaintiff's Exhibit B. Let's go ahead and put that up on the monitor. All right, these are text messages that you exchanged with the defendant when?
Within a month that we split up.
Okay. In this text message, you say to him, are you going to help me out with the Marcus loan I took out to pay our credit cards? They charge every 26th of the month, which is in 3 days. I've been paying it every month, but when I took it out, I used it for all of the credit cards to wipe off our debt. So that concerns me a little because this doesn't sound like someone who really believes that there's an agreement to split this loan. It sounds like somebody who's saying to him, like, I did something nice for you. Are you going to help me out? Explain to me why I'm misreading that.
So when we split up, we had spoken in person. We talked about everything that we had to split up. We split up his bills, my bills, and then this was the loan that we had agreed on. I know that we said it in person, so I kind of wanted a message to determine that he will still help me out with it. I know that it was under my name. The reason I didn't put him as a co-signer for the loan was because his credit score was low, so I didn't want it to affect his credit score. My credit score was better, so that's why I put it under my name.
So this was like a gentle, non-confrontational reminder, like, hey, you agreed to this.
Yes, just so that I can have it in writing and then he doesn't, backlash on it.
And then you bring it to us, right? Okay, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good.
All right, the parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both.
This courtroom is now in recess.
All right, well, I wish we had something a little more concrete here, but I believe the plaintiff. I think she took out this loan for joint expenses. At the time, they were pooling all of their expenses and splitting them all. They continued to split the loan after they separated. To me, that's sufficient evidence that even though the loan was in her name, it was both of their loans, in effect. So I think even absent more concrete proof that they both agreed in advance to pay it off 50-50, I think I'm satisfied.
So am I. I don't agree with his logic that he benefited then but didn't benefit now. You have less debt, sir.
Yeah.
He owes her.
He conceded that. He conceded that the $12,000 was spent equally for him and for her. Yeah. So, and he was continuing to pay it off. His attitude and his actions indicate that he knew it was a combined loan and he's responsible for it.
All right, so that was pretty easy. We're all in agreement.
Yep.
All in agreement.
All right.
We have a verdict.